the cloud is good and the light is not going to get any better, so I figured now is a good time to record Finally Friday. Is that noise coming from my motorcycle or my brain? Oh good, the rattling is just in my brain. It's not the motorcycle. I want to pay to fix it. But that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to pay to fix the motorcycle. So, one of all y'all's mentioned in the last Finally Friday that you think my clutch is slipping, and I was like, my motorcycle's fine. It's delicious. It is delicious. It's a nice motorcycle. I like it a lot. But then I had to think about what that would mean if my clutch was slipping and what would be happening. And I still don't know a lot about, you know, how to diagnose that. Speaking of slip, sand, and dirt in the ground, I don't know how to know for sure if a clutch is slipping. But based on some definitions of how a clutch slips, like for example, you're throttling and it doesn't bite and it doesn't go right away. The RPMs go up, but the speed doesn't. Whatever other definitions you might have. Yes, the clutch might actually be slipping. I wouldn't have thought that because this bike is a 2015, so it's 3 years old. I am probably the second owner. I know I bought it from somebody, and when I bought it, it had like 2,500 miles. So that's a pretty new motorcycle. And I thought, well, then the clutch wouldn't be like bad because all the motorcycles I've had have been older. Like, this is the newest bike I've had. They've all been older, and they've all had more miles on them. If any of my bikes is going to have a clutch problem, it wouldn't be this one. But then I thought, well, maybe, you know, it's just the bike, and or maybe the person who had this before me was a beginner and he maybe burned the clutch out, you know? Maybe? I don't know. So, okay, well, I'll have to get checked out. And I mentioned that I'm going to get my tires replaced. I can't wait for that. Oh, he gave me a wave. Anyway, I said I was going to get my tires replaced, and I'm waiting until after the Motovlogger meetup. Part of the reason is because I can't get in to see the guy with my motorcycle until, well, you know, I can't see him soon enough. I have to wait until I come back from Atlanta. I'm planning to go to that in 2 weeks. Anyway, so I'm still talking. When I go to him, I'm going to have him look at the clutch, probably just go ahead and replace it. I don't know. He's going to run it on the dyno and try to find out that's what's going on. And if that's the case, he's going to replace it. So I've been complaining for weeks about the tires slipping. I don't know why they are, but I'm convinced that they are. So I have new ones ready to go on. But then also it seems like the clutch may be slipping, which would mean loss of power, which would mean if it gets fixed, I get to go more faster. And if 6 to 7 is where the power is. If I were to pop it, I could wheelie. I don't want to because, you know, rubber side down. But speaking of getting additional sleeping magical power, my McJeep has a new exhaust on it. I'm going to try to put another exhaust component on it soon. And after that, this is exciting, my Jeep is going to go on a dyno, which is almost funny because, you know, Jeep isn't a race Jeep. Yeah, but it's a Jeep with a supercharger, exhaust parts, the whole new lift. Everything underneath is new, minus like the axle housings, but it needs to be tuned. And I know it's running rich because there's soot all over the back of it. So it needs to be tuned. It was tuned when the supercharger went in, but apparently not correctly, and it's not accounting for the new exhaust and all the stuff that's been done to it since. So I'm excited that my Jeep, my bike, can potentially get new power out of it. Okay, so that was my long rant. I just did it as one long clip. Now let's ramble about other stuff. Those are really good looking clouds. So I want to say I've been procrastinating and putting off, and to a degree I have, but really I've been busy just doing my regular YouTube channel. But every once in a while you gotta do extra work besides just making videos. For example, I've been meaning to, for like a couple weeks now, do a merch refresh because I have the new helmet design for my Venator suit, and I want to redo my keychains and shirts. And I mentioned this before, I still haven't done it because it's work, and I'm already tired from the work I'm doing at work. Yeah, if you call motovlogging or YouTube work in front of anyone who works an actual job, it's like, it's really insulting. So I try not to use the word work. We don't use that word. Jeep. I've seen like 20 Jeeps since I've taken off my motorcycle today. It makes me miss mine. Anyway, the weather, man. I feel like fall is coming. It shouldn't be because it's August. Or no, it's not August. It will be when this video goes up. It's the 31st today actually. But I mean, the weather's been like, I think a high of 85. Which, considering our summer, has been delicious. Normally in the summer, this time at 8:30, it'd be like 90, 89, but it is actually 78, like a whole 10 degrees cooler. And this isn't like really hoodie weather, but I love my hoodie so much. I always wear a hoodie if I can stand it. I mean, the protection and the way it feels, it's comfy, it makes me happy. Now might be a good time to plug one of my hoodies. This is my hoodie I use for riding, just a black one. On the back, it has my Caution Me thing that I made because it's cute. But if you want to have a black hoodie you can always have around for riding chicken, this is the one. I mean, or it's not. You can wear any hoodie. Any other hoodie would work just fine. But if you want to, the options there. I'm a lousy salesman. And we're gonna hit the gas because I'm an ass. That was terrible throttle. Terrible. I'm in a really high gear right now. I don't want to look like too much of a douche. If you're gonna pull in front of somebody, step one, use your turn signal. Step two, have distance. Actually, I reversed. So step one, have some distance. Step two, have a turn signal. Step three, do it quietly. Like, just kind of, you know, little. But if you really, like, if you're really mad and if you feel like showing how mad you are is going to show how right you are, then what you should do is this. But even faster and louder. Oh, that was a cop. Good. It's just a roof rack. Ah, the old, I can't tell if it's a roof rack or a cop misconception. Thank goodness it worked out in my favor. There's another freaking one. I've seen like 8 to 10 black 4-door JKs as well in like the hour and a half I've been out. It's a dog. that was a nice not like a oh I'm terrified. I was just taken. I was just surprised. Piercing blue eyes. It looked like a Gerberian Chevsky actually, like a German Shepherd and a Siberian Husky. Okay, time for good news, and by good news I mean good ideas, and by good ideas I mean the smart decision, and by smart decision I mean something that would get me in trouble if I got caught. So all I have to do is not get caught. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. My record is 8-0, and I'm gonna regret this probably. Woo! Delicious. 8.5, and that's this motorcycle, by the way. You can't count other motorcycles like the R6. Forget about it. R6 killed that turn. Do 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 do. Okay, yeah, need to stop singing and do it Friday. So a few weeks ago, I was wearing my AFX. No, sorry, wrong one. They're so confusing. AVG AX8 Evo Naked. Boom, that's the whole title. So I was wearing that one because it has better airflow and it doesn't hug my face as tightly as this one. It's much more comfortable in the summer, and it is, but you can't fit earbuds in there, you can't fit ear pads, you can't listen to music. And between having lots of wind come in and being able to listen to music, I'm going with this one. At least now it's like it's below 90. Below 90, so I can tolerate the heat with this one. That being said, I was wearing that one because it was just so hot. But now I also, because it's less hot, miss music so much. I need music. I don't know about you. I've gone through phases where it's like I need music, another time where it's like I don't need it. I don't care about it. I am definitely in a phase right now and have been for a long time where I need music. Music just makes my riding experience twice as good. And especially for the kind of riding I do. I mean, it depends on so much. Like me, I go out to ride just to enjoy the ride. A lot of you guys probably commute. I used to do that. You know, you have to go to work. Maybe it's 15 minutes. Maybe it's not worth setting up the music, but I'm out riding for the purpose of enjoying myself and for work. That's the buzzword, work. For my job, I need to get out here and record. I need to enjoy myself, and listening to music just makes riding so much more enjoyable, because when you watch Moto Monday, you're watching like tiny bits of a long ride, with the exception of the Moto Monday coming up. Is actually a special one because I recorded the whole thing in one ride, like in 2 hours. That has only happened 3 times in my life, where I've gone out for like a couple hours and gotten a whole Moto Monday to get around this guy because he's going the speed limit. That's the worst. Anyway, normally I'm out riding for 5 or 10 hours, and you're getting like 5 minutes of that. You're getting like just a snippet. That being said, in between all of those snippets of things that are in Moto Monday and that montage, I'm just driving and cruising around, and I'm enjoying myself because I'm listening to music. Anyway, it really is nice, and in my opinion, you should always look for a helmet that includes room for earmuffs or just earbuds so you can listen to music, because I love listening to music. It makes my riding life a lot better. I need to slow down. Alright, we're good. There's another freaking black JK. Jeez. I miss my Jeep. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna love it. And by love it, I mean like look at it sitting in the garage for like 5 seconds, be like, nah, you're good. See you later. And I'm pretty sure I have ended Finally Friday here before, and because I like patterns and I'm OCD, it means I have to end it here. So again, that's just my fault for being in too high a gear, but I was trying to throttle. Hey, let's get to 6.7 and try it again. It's not gonna work very well. I'm in 4th, I think. Yeah, not really good. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you for watching. I'm glad you like my stuff. I'll see you later. Bye.